34 Raceway, set and ready to rock and roll from the All-Star Performance Start Zone. We are green with the Mars Championship Late Model Series. The work down into turns 1 and 2. Bobby Pierce going to roll to the outside. Drake Troutman down to the inside. He gets a good bite. Launches off at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Pierce to his inside, looking to go side by side. Near contact avoided. 22 Troutman, 32 Pierce, then it's Sir Brian Shirley, Garrett Albertson. It'll be Lincolnton, North Carolina's Carson Ferguson at 93. He'll be 6th. Drake Troutman, Bobby Pierce. Bobby Pierce, your Midwest Sheet Metal point leader's got to run down to the inside of Troutman, nose to tail. Brian Shirley runs 4th. Dennis Herb again run here to 93rd. Again, Ferguson trying to run around the 58 of Garrett Albertson, but up front here on flow. Bobby Pierce going to go to the outside. In turns 3 and 4, he's got to run on the brand new Hoosier tires side by side with a double deuce of Drake Troutman. The young man out of Hyndman, Pennsylvania. Can he hold Bobby Pierce back? No, he cannot. We'll see if Pierce can officially lead this lap. To the outside again at 3 and 4 for the lead. It is BP 32. Bobby Pierce to the race lead. Drake Troutman working on that high side. He's got something to say down the back straightaway on Dennis Herb. 2.822 go at it for P2. 3-2 leads, but for how long? Here comes Drake Troutman on the restart. Dennis Herb, Drake Troutman. Dennis Herb gonna hold on for 2nd. Drake Troutman trying to get some heat in those brand new Hoosiers. He's got to run off turn 2 as Herb slides up the track. Drake Troutman gonna go to 2nd. He's gonna stay on that high side. Bobby Pierce on the bottom. And all of a sudden, how about Carson Ferguson? He's flexing his muscles in 9-3. Carson Ferguson on the move as well, trying to get that high side, zoom in. Here comes Drake Troutman for the race lead. 34 Raceway heating up, baby. 32 and double deuce. Gonna kick it for $5,000 as we've got Gardner, Jake Little, oh, there's the problem. Pierce will bring him out of the All-Star Performance Restart Zone. What a restart for Dennis Herb and Brian Shirley. Trying to leave Drake Troutman in their dust. Pierce gonna go high, Herb gonna go will go low off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Troutman did not get the restart he wanted. Now Bobby Pierce got the signals to go high. Dennis Herb gonna foul through the middle. Brian Shirley trying to go from 4th to 3rd. Excuse me, from 5th to 3rd. Troutman gonna go back by around the outside. Troutman 3rd, Shirley 4th, Ferguson. And the 58 of Albertson, Tanner English, Shannon Babb doing a nice job here tonight. And Simpson behind them. Brian Shirley and Drake Troutman battle it out. Again, on the bottom is the 28 of Dennis Herb. Drake Troutman now going to clear Brian Shirley down the back straightaway. Troutman will stay on that high side as we're halfway home. 20 in, 20 to go. Bobby Pierce, Dennis Herb, Drake Troutman. Man, I like the way Troutman's double deuce looks here tonight. He's looking sporty up on the cushion. Oh, we saw a puff of smoke here on the front straightaway and Troutman in trouble. Man, we saw that little quaint puff of smoke here on the front straightaway and double deuce in trouble. Who's going to O'Reilly Auto Parts victory lane? Can anybody catch Bobby Pierce here tonight? He's got the race lead. Dennis Herb Jr. going to dive down to the inside. Brian Shirley going to work to the outside. He'll use that high side momentum down the back straightaway, but a good run for Dennis Herb here on the restart. Brian Shirley going to work through the middle. Carson Ferguson wants 3rd off turn 4. Track's getting a little slick, slow, getting fun. Who's it going to be? Brian Shirley up on the outside. Going to try to run down Dennis Herb. He's got to run. He's got to deal with Carson Ferguson. And Shirley will work through the middle. Ferguson on the bottom. Here comes Garrett Albertson on the top. Bobby Pierce not pulling away yet. Here comes Dennis Herb. We got a race at 34 as we approach 10 to go. Bobby Pierce, Dennis Herb, Brian Shirley. And now Dennis Herb is there. We talked about Bobby Pierce and these new tires. Oh, and he's sliding in turn number 4. He may have some issues on that 32. Herb was there. Here comes the charging Brian Shirley and Carson Ferguson. Now Pierce will go to his bread and butter on the high side over in 1 and 2. And Carson Ferguson will flex his muscles. He's going to 3rd. Bobby Pierce going to let it all hang out on the cushion. Maybe just couldn't get that Hoosier to refire, but man, he's got it warmed up now. White flag the next time by down the back straightaway. The smooth operator looking to go back to victory lane tomorrow night. He'll look for his 5th Slocum 50. And he has got 3/8 of a mile to collect a $5,000 paycheck in O'Reilly Auto Parts victory lane. Down the back straightaway for the final time. He'll go to the low side. He'll work into 3 and off of 4. The smooth operator, Bobby Pierce, wins here at 34 Raceway with the Mars Championship Late Model Series.